Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of J&J Angling. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to open up a new reel today. So as you saw in my third episode, a 7-pounder literally destroyed all the ball bearings in my reel.
Oh no! Oh no, the drag just broke. The drag just broke.
So I had to order a new one. And we're gonna get this crack lacking. Okay, you know what? I'm not that strong. Why did I lie to myself? I need. Oh, there we go. Oh. Alright, let's just take a quick little peek at this. That's a Shimano box. Ooh. Alright. Pretty sick, right? Liking this grip. Okay, my cat is currently eating a Christmas tree I still have put up. Hey, stop. Stop. Get out of there. Jeez. Anyway, it's a nice black and blue color, which I really do like. And, so, yeah, nice black and blue color. The reel feels really smooth. I don't have anything on it yet, but just feeling that. Ooh, yeah. It's a, crap. Let me see. I'm pretty sure this one is a 7:1 gear ratio. But, yeah, it looks really nice and sleek. It's all metal, so I'm not going to have to worry too much about being rough with it. I got it for my Lew's Speed Spool heavy rod because I just wanted something better than Black Max reel on there. But yeah, alright. Oh, okay. So, now we're going to move on. Now I'm going to show some of my favorite baits to use and how to rig them, I guess, and all that jazz, pretty much. Okay, so one of my favorite things to use as of recently is the Saw Crawl. It is made by I guess it's Saw Crawl, but it's a nice little creature bait to be using around this time of the year because it has a ton of action and the bass like it. So this is it right here. It's really soft. It's kind of durable. I think I caught 3 fish on it one day before it broke and I had to replace it, so that was pretty good. These little flaps right here give it a little bit extra action, catch on to more water and stuff like that. Okay, and it's juiced with stank. Who doesn't love that stank this time of the year? I know the bass do. Okay, next one. It's called the Candy Bug, but I have a couple different things in here just because I only have one left. But the Candy Bug, you guys haven't seen me catch anything on camera, but whenever I go to the golf course, this thing right here, this will absolutely tear them up, son. And that is no joke. This just wrecks them. And I just love using it. Has some nice action right here. Kicks whenever you just reel it back in. Pretty nice. Let's see. What's else in this bag? Oh, okay. So, I am a huge fan of John B. and the Googan squad and all that. So, you already know I have to have some of the Googan baits. This is the Bandito bug. I'm pretty sure this is the Bama bug color. But, yeah, usually I just fish this with a Texas rig or I'll put a jig on. I don't usually like using jigs too much down here because in the panhandle part of Florida anyway, it's just too grassy and it always catches something. The biggest fish I did catch though was on a swim jig with a swim bait on the back, so you know, probably should use it a little bit more. Alrighty, next. The Zoom white trickworms, they have been doing a lot recently. Before 3 to 4 weeks ago, I hadn't really been catching anything on them, so I was like, okay. So I've had this bag for like 6 months probably, but I just started throwing it on whenever pre-spawn start hitting, and they absolutely destroy this. The 9-pounder and the 7-pounder, which you saw, both came off of this white worm right here, and whenever you tear it in half, the smaller bass and like the shell crackers will even get them. I usually like going with the 8-inch worms just because that's me personally, or the 10 inches. But Zoom, I love that company. They do some great stuff. All right, I have 2 more baits to show. The Strike King Rage Tails, they absolutely wreck bed fishing all the time. They have a ton of action. You put it on a Texas rig, it goes perfectly, pretty much, in my opinion, just because I love them so much. But I always get the watermelon red color, has the flakes and everything in there, and this kicking motion, it just drives them insane. That's something I like to have on most of my baits during this time of the year, just because the bass start getting a little bit more aggressive. They're coming out of that sleepy state. They just eat it up, son. Okay, and finally, I feel like you guys should have already known, but the Googan baits, Kraken Crawl, yeah. The Kraken Crawl, I never fish weightless just because I don't like it weightless. It doesn't sink fast enough, in my opinion. So I'll usually have like a 3/8 ounce tungsten weight on there, and then maybe an offset hook, and I'll just slowly reel this in on the bottom, and it'll kick, or sometimes I'll pop it up a little bit and keep it going above the bottom, just in case those bass are further up in the water column. I'm sorry, this cat is driving me insane right now. So now I'm gonna show you just some basic rigging things you can do. So I got my hook right here, right? I'm gonna measure out where I want the hook to line up on the actual soft plastic. So I put it up together like this. I see where I want it to come out, right? I'm gonna bury this bait onto the hook until the barb just barely goes in. Then I'm gonna pull it through, bring it almost all the way up. You're gonna have line on there, but all the way up until the loop where the line goes through is completely just gone. That way, that way you don't have to worry about grass or mud or whatever getting on there. Okay? Then you're gonna bring the hook through. And the best way to do it is to where you don't have the hook exposed at all, so you can run your finger along and can't feel it. I didn't do it super correctly this time, but it's not really a huge concern for me, so it should be fine. And that's pretty much how I rig all of my stuff. Just having the hook barely exposed on the bait, and it usually works out pretty well. But for the last part of this video, I'm going to be going through a couple colleges I've been accepted into, just because I haven't made a choice yet, but I think it'd be pretty cool just to tell you guys about it. So first one's first, Northwest Florida State College. It's in Niceville. It's pretty close to the town I live in, and it'd be cool to go there. I'd be close to my family and friends. I kind of stuck between there and another place right now, but I'll come to a decision pretty soon. All right, next one, Birmingham Southern College. That is in Birmingham, Alabama. They have a pretty good campus. I think they're primarily business school, which is what I want to go into, but I just kind of applied into this one just like, oh, I wonder if I could do this, and it's working out pretty well. Dun, 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 dun. University of West Alabama. This is where I'm thinking about going primarily just because it's a business school. They have a very good fishing team, which I think would be cool to get on. And it's far from home, but at the same time it's close enough I could get there whenever I needed to, you know? It's close to my family, it's close to my friends. It'd just be a really cool opportunity. Johnson and Wales University in Denver, Colorado. This was the first college I applied to, and I was pretty psyched. I was like, oh man, that's crazy. I got offered a $13,000 presidential academic scholarship, which that's crazy to me, and I super appreciate that. But that's just another one of the colleges. And then the last college I got accepted to is where my friend Joseph, who you'll be seeing pretty shortly, got accepted. Bethel University. It currently has the best bass fishing team in the USA, I'm pretty sure, out of the colleges anyway. But I was super pumped on going to this place and super settled on going there all up until December, just because Tennessee to Florida, that's like that's changing the entire environment, the ways you fish, different types of fish you catch. It would be fun, but it's just not for me. Anyway, to recap, I just went through the new Shimano reel I got. Think it's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next fishing video. See ya.